Hello there ladies and gents, and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at Guts N Grunts, an action platformer that takes inspiration from games like Turrican as well as Contra. Now, this game was developed by Cascadia Games and can be purchased via Steam, PlayStation as well as the Xbox. This review in particular will be taking a look at the Xbox Series S version. You play the role of a genetically mutated warthog, with other pigs currently being processed for food in a large robotic-like processing plant. It's at this point that the player character decides to act against the genocide of his fellow comrades and rebels against a seemingly robotic army. You're now the enemy's prime target and you must be culled at all costs. Now the story for the game is encapsulated in a 30-second cutscene with minimal voiceover, so that's all we've got to work with. The controls are pretty standard. You can jump and shoot. You can also hold RB to lock yourself in the same position to shoot. Now this is handy because shooting normally will move your warthog in the corresponding direction. This keeps you out of harm's way of enemies that do massive damage up close and allows you to pick off enemies that are either high or low on screen. You do unlock access to a dodge roll later on down the line, but we'll get onto that shortly. You also have a health indicator as well as a coin indicator in the top left of your screen. Now your defense against enemies is a laser rifle, which packs a punch and it feels great to shoot. There are also temporary rifle power-ups that you can attain. Now these are really powerful, but the trade-off is that they're extremely short-lived. You'll know how much you've got left as there is a percentage indicator displayed on the top left of your screen. Now the movement in the game feels responsive, and when you start the game, jumping will be your only form of defense. Similar to when KSI fought Tommy Fury, but in Guts N Grunts it's surprisingly effective. This game is divided into zones and levels. There are 4 levels to each zone, with the final level always being a boss encounter. Now, to progress through each level, you'll need to activate colour-coded levers, which correspond to a matching coloured door. These levers are obviously guarded by lots of enemies because, well, why wouldn't they be? You know you've reached the end of a level when you're met with a yellow vortex. So the currency in the game, as previously mentioned, are coins. Now you get these for killing enemies, destroying certain items, as well as completing side objectives. Now you only have a few seconds to pick up the coins before they vanish, so don't hang around too long. And on to side objectives. They're referred to as missions and they allow you to get extra coins within each level. To obtain these missions you need to find key cards. Now they're easily spotted and are generally out in the open. Some of these missions include killing a certain type of enemy, destroying specific items and killing frogs. Now I'm going to be honest guys, I don't know what pissed your commander off so much that he wants all of the frogs dead in this game. Especially since you're trying to end a pig genocide, but nonetheless I followed my commander's orders and sent those pollywags straight to Arceus. So, you've taken some damage and are wondering how you can replenish your health, eh? Well, good question. There are vending machines in each level that have plenty of snacks that will restore your health. Now these vending machines are very generous of how much food there is to be used. They are finite, but there's enough that you'll never have to worry about them being totally depleted. Anytime I took damage, I would just run back to the vending machine, similar to how my last Tinder date ran when she saw my face in person. You're also probably asking, what do we do with the coins, ugly man? Good question. You can use the coins gathered to spend at upgrade stations. Now you'll find these in each level and offer upgrades such as increased health, double jump and the ability to shoot faster. Whoa, hold on. As well as a dodge roll. Yes, there's a dodge roll, and any game with a dodge roll instantly makes it better. My only gripe with making it an upgrade was just that. It shouldn't have been an upgrade. When I started the game, I remember thinking this game has everything apart from the ability to evade, and a dodge roll would have made it perfect. When I finally got the chance to buy the dodge roll ability, the game was more than 50% completed. You know, I'm glad it's there, but it should have been a base feature in my opinion. There are also pets in the game, and they look like mosquitoes or flies. I'm pretty sure it's an inside joke of flies being around pigs. They give you bonuses like increased damage, coin bonuses, as well as healing bonuses. Now I chose the healing bonus pet, but there's so much food in this game that made my pet pretty useless. Just buy the increased damage one, it's the best of the 3. There are pipes that you can traverse through in each level, and when you come out of these pipes you do a sort of Sonic spin dash which damages enemies. Oh, and talking of Sonic, there are some shiny circular items that you need to collect for certain missions. Coincidence? I think not. Also got stuck in one of these pipes, which made me have to quit and restart the level. Now that wasn't that big of a deal and was the only bug that I really encountered in the game. When you die you respawn at the beginning of the level. You don't lose all of the coins that you've gathered, but you lose some of them. It seemed as though you would just start the level with the amount of coins that you initially started with, so although you lose some time by dying, you're not actually losing any real progress. You also retain your pet and all the upgrades upon death. You'll find a wide range of enemies in Guts N Grunts, including Death Robot with arms and legs, Death Robot with wheels and a turret, and my personal favourite, Death Robot drones with a turret. There are environmental hazards that require you to pay attention, like fire coming from the ground as well as a giant metal cylinder that will crush you instantly. Now the fire does just a little bit of damage, but watch out for those cylinders as they killed me a lot more than I'd like to admit. Now I've never seen fire come out the ground like this before. If this level's based in a volcano and it's actually lava, then, like, I get it. I've got a platinum trophy in geology, so just take my word for it, guys, okay? Look, I think the art style looks great, but the music is even better. Just take a listen to this, tell me what you think in the comments. We're at that part of the video where I tell you my thoughts. When I initially started the game, the first 5 or 10 minutes, I didn't really like the feel of it and thought it was going to be a dud. After about an hour I was hooked and I was glad I made the purchase. Now the gunplay is fun, the movement once the dodge rolls unlocked is fluid, and the level design, minus the annoying environmental hazards, is great. One gripe that I did have is getting hit by projectiles from enemies that are off screen and I've not even encountered yet. As I can't see them, I can't realistically evade them. Now this isn't a big deal and doesn't happen too often, but when it does, you know, it's annoying. Once the game is completed, your save slot will be replaced by a select level option. Now this allows you to go back and complete each level or zone to 100%, with the percentage being displayed so you know exactly what's still outstanding. This game was on the short side, at around 5 hours completion time, and I'm almost certain that others will have completed it far quicker than I. I paid £8.39 for Guts N Grunts and I have no complaints about the purchase. And on that note, I recommend Guts N Grunts and of course give it the Senor Donut stamp of approval. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching the video. If you liked it, hit that thumbs up button. If you have any ideas for my next video, then go ahead and leave a comment. Why not, right? Or if you want to see more content like this on a regular basis, then go ahead and subscribe. Off the cuff and off script, I've left in a few outtakes from some of the audio recording that I've done. I'm going to leave them in if you like them, or if you think I should put them in the next video, let me know. On that note, I'm Senor Donut. Peace out. You've taken some damage and are wondering how you can replenish your health, eh? Well, that's a good question. There are vending machines in each level that provide... I also got stuck in one of the pipes, which made me have to quit and restart the level. This wasn't that big of a deal and was only... Well, there are pipes that... I need to really... I really need to start muting that, man. Yeah, you know. Oh, jeez, Rick. Oh, jeez. We really need to stop muting that. Yeah.